Today, I'm going to share with you the exact strategy I used to make 110% capital gain on a Dubai Marina property in just 3.5 years. With over 10 years of experience in Dubai real estate, I will walk you through how I found the deal, financed it smartly, and exited at the right time. If you want to make confident, profitable investment decisions, this video is for you.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it's an interesting video because today I'm going to be sharing with you a successful story in real estate investment, but this time the story is about me. So I am actually the buyer of this property and I'm currently selling it. So 4 years ago I invested in a small studio in Dubai Marina in one existing tower by Select Group. I thought that it has potential if I purchase it and make some renovations, furnish it, make it beautiful, make it with my style, that I can rent it out on Airbnb or even on a long-term basis. And that's what I did. So I was hunting out for a small kind of investment for a holiday home and for a rental income. And yeah, after searching and seeing like a few different options on the market out there, I think it was like 2021, I decided to go ahead for this one. I made a very quick decision because, you know, being in the market and seeing how fast it's transacting and also having the possibility to visualize how I can change it and upgrade it, which some people, I know that they struggle to do that. They're not as visual, but I understood that it's going to be probably a good investment. So after, you know, doing all the analysis, I went ahead for this property. So there you go, guys, my own story of success, of a successful real estate investment. And yeah, let's go now to check out the property. Wow, there's some traffic in Marina. But yeah, let's go now to check out the property. So I will show you how it looks like and I will try to find pictures of how it was when I purchased it because it looked completely different. Stay tuned. So welcome to my small, cute little investment in Dubai Marina. So this is a studio apartment. I personally furnished it. Of course, right now it's not really made up because it's been just like vacated by the tenants, but I'm going to insert videos of how it looked like when I fully furnished it and when we were listing it for rent and so on. But yeah, this is the property. I think it's very decent for like some young individual who is looking to rent, to be in a very central area. It's like very close to the metro, very close to the Marina Mall. So yeah, it was a very good investment. This is you can see like there's some zones happening here. This is like the living room zone. The tenant, she put like a rack here for her clothes. This is the wardrobe. I was trying to like make it, you know, feel cozy, so I added like some plants and so on. This is the bed, and the balcony is also very nice. I put like artificial grass. So yeah, time to say goodbye to this investment, but good things are ahead of us. Stay tuned to see where I'm going to be investing my money next. And if you want to find some similar kind of investment opportunity, you know what to do. Contact me in the link below and we will help you make the right choice in Dubai real estate, the right and profitable choice.
So how did I make 110% profit in real estate? Back in 2022, I bought a Dubai Marina apartment for just 600,000 dirhams. I used a 60% mortgage, so I only invested 240,000 dirhams of my own money. I added another 60,000 dirhams for renovation and furnishing, bringing my total investment to 300,000. The first 2 months, I gave it to a management company and earned just 5,500 dirhams a month, which was them trying to cheat me. So I took over and ran it on Airbnb myself and started making up to 12,000 dirhams a month in high season. Later, I got tired of managing the property by myself, so I switched to long-term rent at 82,000 dirhams per year, which covered the mortgage without any stress. The result, 11.6 annual ROI on the full price and 23% ROI on my invested cash. Now I'm reselling it for 940,000 dirhams. That's 110% capital gain in under 4 years. When I guide my clients, it's based on real experience because I invest exactly how I advise. Buy right, manage smart, exit at the top. Now, back to the video.
Today, the day has come. I am selling my property. Previously, I was showing you how it looks like. Today, I'm actually going to finalize the transaction, the sale process, because my property is currently mortgaged. So first, we're gonna have to block the property at the trustee office. So blocking it, it means the buyer, he's gonna put a check on my behalf for the bank. And once the mortgage is cleared out, then the bank is gonna release this unit in Dubai Land Department. And then the official transfer can happen, because if it's mortgage, the transfer cannot happen. Once the transfer is done, once the mortgage is settled, then I'm gonna receive my money. My money for this unit. Yeah, and I'm planning to reinvest it. So I'm actually planning to buy a property for myself, like a bigger one. And that's why I decided to currently sell this studio. And also because I think the price has reached the maximum. Like maybe I would be able to get like, let's say 50 more thousand dirhams, which is like 14 or $15,000 more. But I decided that for me currently, this is the best time to sell it. And I'm not a greedy investor. I'm not a greedy person in general. Yeah, I'm very realistic, you know, being also in this industry and seeing a lot of different cases, different transactions and so on. I think it's better to take a good offer and act on it and act fast and then reinvest and do something than to sit on your money or sit on your property for a long time and just keep missing out on opportunities. I'm not that kind of investor. If I decide on something, I do everything like very fast, very quick. And by the way, in this transaction, I do have an agent representing me. I'm not myself representing myself because first of all, I think there is like a conflict of interest when that happens. You know, if I'm going to be an agent and at the same time like the seller and talking to the buyer, this is number one. Yeah, I think there might be kind of a conflict of interest because obviously the buyer, he wants to buy at the best price and the seller, he wants to sell at the best price. So there needs to be someone mediating all of this, like, and being in between. Sometimes it's two people, sometimes it's one. In the case of my unit, it's one person. So my agent has me, the seller, and the buyer as well. I never met the buyer, by the way. That's the first time to see him. I don't even know where he's from. I didn't really check the Form F properly. Like, I didn't really have time. I had a lot of work. But regardless, we're gonna meet the buyer. Let's see who he is. Let's see if it's his first investment or whatever. I'll try to maybe take a picture with him as well for the memories and for his good luck. Why I'm sharing all of this is because being in this industry as an expert of real estate, I come across different types of investors most of the time, you know? Obviously, the ones who transact are the ones who can see the vision, they can act fast, they can, you know, make a decision and so on. But I come across different investors. Some of them, unfortunately, they don't purchase. You speak to them for a long time, for months. Now I try to eliminate, by the way, these kinds of clients because I'm just getting very busy and I don't really have time to accommodate, you know, all the clients who just want to like window shop. I want to work with serious people who are actually ready to transact. But regardless, so I'm sharing this because some investors, they're not ready to make a decision. Like the deal can be so good, everything can be perfect and so on, but they're still hesitating. They still think that this is not the best time for the market, you know? Not for them personally, but for the market. The market is gonna crash, the market is gonna correct, the prices are gonna go down, etc. And so they sit on it and they just sit on their money, nothing happens, they waste their money. At the end of the day, they just spend it, they, I don't know, just spend it all on vacation, on leisure, whatever. Like, you know, I'm all in for spending money on yourself, on leisure, on traveling, on luxury and so on. I love that kind of, you know, lifestyle. However, you should always think wisely and you should always invest before you do that. So I'm sharing with you all of this is that when you find a good deal, act on it fast. Don't overthink it. Like, of course, make your research, make your due diligence, of course, consult with an expert who you trust and so on. But when he or she offer you a very good deal, just go for it. That's it. Don't wait. You will regret. You know, back in the days, I wanted to buy a few properties off plan, by the way. This is like, yeah, real case story. I wanted to buy a few studios off plan. In JVC, for example, there was a project called Autograph S by Green Group. Then also I wanted to buy from Select Group, which is a developer that I love, which is now actually my unit by Select Group. So I wanted to buy by Select Group another off-plan development in Dubai Marina, Studio One. The prices were amazing. They were like, we were selling at 800,000 studios, which at that time it was wow. And now these studios, I think they're like 1.2 million, imagine. Well, I wanted to buy both of these developments at a separate time. However, I was thinking that, I don't know, maybe it's better for me to like save up and buy a ready property, you know? And yeah, I did save up eventually, and I did buy, and I got a mortgage and so on, but I could buy both of them, you know? Realistically, 800,000, especially on a payment plan, or 600,000 on a payment plan is nothing. So I definitely regret not buying there, because I could buy both. I could buy ready and I could buy also off plan, and it would be really great for me. But unfortunately, yeah, at the time I didn't do it. I myself was a little bit scared, you know, because it was at that time I didn't have any investments in Dubai, so this would be my like very first purchase, and you know, I got a little bit scared. I didn't go ahead. But now, having all this experience, being 10 years in the market and investing myself, buying and reselling, I can definitely say, when you see a good deal, act on it. When you find a good opportunity, go ahead. Don't wait, because you will really regret, especially 3, 4, 5 years ahead in front. You will look back at it and you will think, why I did not do it? Why I didn't do it? Now I decided to buy another property, right? I want to buy a property for myself to live in it. So now I decided to resell it. If I wouldn't have this kind of urge, I would not even resell it. But then I thought that I think the market has already reached the highest point in my building, because my building, it's an old building, but it's very popular because the location is amazing. It's very close to the metro, like nice apartment, good size, small kind of investment for first-time investors or someone looking to buy like some small deal to start in Dubai real estate and see how it goes. And yeah, I decided that, yeah, probably time to flip it and time to reinvest. So guys, moral of the story is, when you have a good deal, act on it fast. Don't lose it. Don't be afraid. Do your research. Work with someone who is a professional, who has experience in renting out, in selling, in buying, who have experience, by the way, as themselves being the investors as well. I think this is like very helpful, because someone who's just advising other people can also be good, but someone who himself knows how you feel as an investor, buying and reselling and all the things that you have in your mind, I think this is even better. So I'm gonna go now to the trustee office I have already reached, and yeah, I'll try to make a few videos if the buyer is not gonna mind. So see you and good luck to me. Guys, I have just finalized the transaction of my sale. Well, the first part. So as I explained to you, it's a two-step process because my property is currently mortgaged. So I have received back my liability letter and a check addressed to my bank, which is Mashreq Bank, where I have the mortgage. And now I'm on my way to settle the check. I think I still have time to do it today because it's like around 10:30 a.m. right now. By the way, I really liked this trustee office. Everything was like super quick, but I'm a little bit lost. Where is the... Okay, looking for the elevator. So yeah, a little bit lost, but it was very fast, very quick. The staff was lovely. Everyone was very welcoming. Okay, I found the lift. By the way, the buyer, he's from Turkey, and I didn't see his documents because I didn't really have time to look into that. But then today I just met him for the first time, and it turns out we're kind of neighbors because he's living in a neighboring tower to mine in Marine Gate too. Funny. So we have the same kind of taste, I guess. Living, you know, in a similar building and investing in the same tower. But yeah, so he told me his name, and then immediately I understood where he's from. I told him, are you from Turkey? He said, yes. How did you know? You know our names? I said, yeah. He said, I'm from Cyprus, from the Greek part, but also have Russian, but I left Turkey, been there many times. You know, there's political tension between Greece and Greek Cyprus and Turkey and Turkish Cyprus. But for me, I'm out of this political things. I love just people, connecting with people, any kind of nationality, just nice people. And that's it basically, yeah. I don't like politics. And plus, I think when you're traveling a lot, you understand that all people, they want the same thing. Like it just depends on their values, but all the people, they want peace, they want love, they want good health, they want good wealth. That's it. And you know, all these political things are just dividing us. It's not my floor. So yeah. By the way, you know, I was a little bit shy recording in the trustee office, but I still recorded a little bit of the part. I wanted to ask the buyer if I can record him or not, but I thought, okay, better not to ask him because he looked a little bit like a private kind of person. This is not his only investment, by the way. He told me he bought this month 4 properties like that and another one in the same tower. So another one in the Yacht Bay Tower that I sold my studio in. So yeah, interesting. And what else did I want to say? But I took a picture. I took a picture with the representative from the trustee office with the Emirates who helped us do the transaction. So yeah, exciting things are ahead of us. Now I need to find my own property. By the way, this buyer, he was trying to like oppress his opinion on me regarding because they were asking me, you know, like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I said, well, I want to buy a property for myself to live in. And then he said, where? I said, the Marina Gate. And he was telling me, oh, Marina Gate, I don't think it's a good choice. It's overpriced and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that the quality is so good. I would buy better in another tower and just like renovate it. And I told him, well, why are you living there then? Why are you renting? In Marina Gate, if you don't like it so much. You know, for me personally, I love that tower and I don't see myself anywhere else, like anywhere in a worse kind of building. Maybe just I would see myself in W residences in Imar Beachfront or like H&H residences in Imar Beachfront. But in Dubai Marina at the moment, I can say there's no other buildings which can be compared with Marina Gate, especially with Jumeirah living Marina Gate. So yeah, there's, by the way, this kind of philosophy that you either sell or you are sold by someone. It means that you either stay with your opinion and like stick to it and sell your opinion to someone, or they're going to come and sell their opinion to you. This is sometimes what happens with the buyers or sellers, with clients basically, and their agents. So instead of the agents influencing the investors are influencing, and in the wrong way, the agents. So in my case, that doesn't happen. I stick to my opinion. So the seller was not able to change my mind about not buying in Marina Gate. I'm still gonna go ahead and buy there. So yeah, guys, going to the bank now. But yeah, congratulations to me. Woo!
If you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's thinking about investing in Dubai. And if you're serious about making smart real estate moves, reach out. I will help you do it right.